All right, word problems using Pythagorean Theorem. So on these problems, we're going to have to draw a picture on some of them, just so we can kind of get a visual of what's happening and label the parts of our problem so that we can use some problem-solving strategies and kind of come to a conclusion. All right, so it says a tree's leaning up against the side of a house, and the bottom of the tree is 15 feet away from the house. The tree's 20 feet long. How tall is the house? So we want to visualize this. So if you want to just draw a house, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just going to draw a window so that you know that it's a house. Okay, and then it says a tree is leaning against the side of the house. So there's going to be a tree that's leaning here. Doesn't have to be perfect, and I'm not very good at drawing, so feel free to draw on your paper however you want. All right, so there's my tree. Looks like kind of like a palm tree. And it says that the bottom of the tree is 15 feet away from the house. So the bottom of the tree from here to here is 15 feet, so we want to label that. And then the tree is 20 feet long. So from here to here is 20 feet. How tall is the house? Underline that because that's what we're looking for. So we're looking for this part right here. So we need to identify what part of our triangle is that. So this is obviously a leg. All right, so I'm going to switch colors. So the hypotenuse would be the height of the tree. And then the legs, we know one of them, but the other one we don't. So now we can use that to solve the problem. So go ahead and pause the video and solve this one on your paper. Press play and check your answer with me. All right, plug the numbers into our formula. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. We're looking for a leg, so we're going to subtract. So it gives me 175. So A equals the square root of 175. Which is equal to 5 times the square root of 7. That would be for an exact, and then for an approximate, if we want to get it to a decimal, if it asks you for simplified radical, you would say 5 and square root of 7. 5 radical symbol 7. But if they ask for a decimal and rounded to the nearest tenth, there'd be 13.22, so the 2 tells the 2 to stay. So I'm going to circle all of this as my answer because it didn't say to give your answer in radical, simplified, non-perfect, simplified radical, or decimal. I want all of them, and these are all feet. 13.2 feet approximately. Notice the equal sign here is the wave because this is not exact, this is rounded, but these two are exact. All right, let's do another one. Some of the word problems that you do on your Delta Math assignment, they're going to have you ask, some of them ask for decimals, some of them will ask for simplified radical, so you need to make sure you know how to do that in your calculator. All right, this time we have a 20-foot flagpole casting a shadow that's 12 feet long. How far from the top of the flagpole to the end of the shadow? All right, so we're going to draw our flagpole. All right, and then we're casting a shadow, so the shadow's on the ground. Oh, let me erase a little bit because it shows me that my shadow is smaller than my flagpole. My flagpole is 20 feet tall. So let's label that 20 feet. And then down here, this is only going to be a 12-foot shadow. So that means the sun's pretty direct above. Oh, I put 20. That's supposed to be 12. Let me scribble. 12 feet shadow. Okay. How far from the top of the flagpole to the end of the shadow? So we want to know how far it is from here to here. All right, so let's label the parts of our triangle. All right, so Our right angle is formed here, so that means we're looking for C, our hypotenuse, and we're given our two legs. So these can be your A and your B. All right, so we'll have 20 squared plus 12 squared equals C squared. All right, pause the video, solve it, press play, and check your answer with me. All right, 20 squared is 400, 12 squared is 144. Those added together give us 544. And then you're going to take the square root of 544 to get C. All right, so let me do that in my calculator. It's 4 root 34 as a simplified radical, if that's how they want that, which as a decimal would be approximately 23.32, so that stays at 3, and this is feet. I'm going to circle all of this as my solution. So it's 4 root 34, which simplifies as a decimal to 23.3 feet. All right, one more we're going to do in this video. Let's do the next one. We have a wheelchair ramp that's 10 feet long. The ramp sits up on a 2-foot platform. How far is it from the end of the ramp to the bottom of the platform? So here's my wheelchair ramp. And it tells me it's 10 feet long, so that is this part of my ramp. It sits up on a 2-foot platform, so that would be the height. And we want to know how far it is from the end of the ramp to the bottom. So we want to know this side here. All right, so let's identify the parts of our triangle. Switch colors. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Let me try that again. Quick. I didn't mean to erase. And this is our question mark. All right, so we have C. Try switching colors again. Would be our hypotenuse, our 10 feet, and then we have one side A, and we're looking for the other leg. So we're looking for a leg this time. So we want to do 2 squared plus B squared equals 10 squared. All right, so that's 4 plus B squared equals 100. Subtract 4, so B squared equals 96. So B equals the square root of 96. We want to simplify that in our calculator. Second square root of 96, hit enter, gives me 4 root 6, which as a decimal is approximately 9.79, so that rounds to 9.8, and it's feet. So approximately 9.8 feet. So all that's my answer. So the simplified radical answer, I would enter 4 root 6. If they want a decimal, it's approximately 9.8 feet. All right, great job.